You heard me right. 138 below the 175. 138 on Tesla. Incoming. Is the Friday sell-off a sign for more to come? Hey there, Tommy from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Weekly market recap. Like, subscribe, and let's see what SPY and Friends did in the past week. So let's see what SPY and Friends brought us in the past week. As usual, we'll go over the weekly chart, SPY, Qs, all the Magnificent 7, and more selected sectors. SPY closed the week with a doji. This is a very dangerous doji. We are in a very super uptrend channel. We got ourselves this doji. This is how the SPY looked. Intraday, Friday, we opened with a very nice bullish 65 minutes candle, and then since the second candle of the 65 minutes, we got ourselves a sell-off. We thought we were going to close this gap at the 510, but this gap is still open, and this is what gave us this nasty doji on the weekly. This doji is an engulfing doji, super dangerous. We are still in an uptrend channel, but pullback is incoming. 495 and then even the 477 on the SPY, but hold your horses, don't go short. It's only time to manage your long positions a little bit more carefully. QQQ also with an engulfing candle. It's not a doji, it's an engulfing candle. We had the same engulfing candle February 12 week. Now, same thing. Bulls of Qs, 1.5% to the downside. This is how the Qs looks intraday. Friday, downtrend channel, very nasty downtrend channel, closed Wednesday's gap. And this is what gave us the weekly chart. 425 is the support, 408 next support, long continuation above the 450 towards the 477. We are still with a buy signal. We are still above the green line. We are still inside an uptrend channel. So as we always say, one candle, and it doesn't matter how big, how strong, how nasty this candle is, it doesn't change the overall sentiment. Dow Jones continues moving sideways. 377 is the support. 392, 390 is the resistance. The 383 needs to hold. Below it, 378 and then 366. Long continuation of the Dow Jones, only above the 392 towards 411. IWM with a doji after a nice bull run. You see, we are still inside an uptrend channel. This is why we always need to zoom in, zoom out, and if you want to put the FTI on your chart, the only tool that will help you translate up to 85-90% accuracy everything that you want to trade on any time frame that you want to trade. It helps you understand the bigger picture, and the bigger picture on the IWM, we are still in an uptrend. We are still above a buy signal. The 200 area from resistance, holding nice support in the past 4 weeks or so. Long continuation above the 210 and then 223 and 240. We might get retesting the 200 and maybe even back to the 192 before the next leg up. MAGS, the Magnificent 7 ETF, also with a doji, engulfing doji. We are still inside an uptrend channel. These are the channels. These are Fibonacci channels. We are inside an uptrend channel. The left lane and the fast track north. This area. Now we can take Fibonacci levels. Swing low, swing high. 37.75 is the support. Below it, 36.70. Long continuation above 39.52. And then we will see 42.45 to the upside. SOXX, 4% to the downside. We will talk about NVIDIA. NVIDIA went down 5.55% in one day. SOXX, 4.05%. Doji, super uptrend. Doji, we all knew that a pullback is much needed. Pullback will be super healthy. 219 is the support. Below it, in my opinion, 203 needs to hold the support before the next leg up. Bitcoin, for now, 8% to the upside, another 8% to the upside during this week. Still have 1 day, 16 hours from the time I'm recording this video. Super bullish Bitcoin breaking above a weekly uptrend channel. Cannot be more bullish than this. Above the 70, ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin is in a new all-time high. It's on the 70K. Above the 70K, 81, 96, and yes, 139 is also on the road north of this magnificent FTI channel. Ethereum on the weekly. Look at Ethereum. Since beginning of February, Ethereum went up 77% in just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. And this week, 1 day and 16 hours more since the day I'm recording this video. Breaking above an uptrend channel cannot be more bullish than breaking above an uptrend channel, a weekly uptrend channel. Next, 5520 and 8,000. This is what I see. This is what the FTI sees. Bullish on Ethereum. Bullish now, in my opinion, is leading the way for all the crypto world. All you need to do for now is just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. More videos coming up during this weekend. Let's continue with the gold. Gold with one of his bullish weeks of all time. It's already in all-time highs. 4.6% to the upside. Uptrend channel above the yellow zone. Long continuation on the gold. And we will see 2370 and yes, 2650 also incoming on the gold. Natural gas, commodities. The FTI works on everything and anything that we want to trade on any time frame. Natural gas below the sell pressure, below the yellow zone, inside the downtrend channel. Nothing much on natural gas. Long only back inside the yellow zone. Until then, 152 and then 0.94 to the downside. Crude oil still inside the no trading zone. The yellow zone is a no trading zone. We are still inside a downtrend channel. If we want to go long on the crude oil, we need to break above the 81.56, above this upper border of this downtrend channel. Now let's talk about some selected ETFs. The XLF, the financial ETF, uptrend, super bullish on XLF, long continuation above the 40.80. We will see 43.47 to the upside. XBI gave us the impression in the previous week, that it's finally breaking up above and starting its way towards the 130. But last week, inside candle, nothing much on XBI. And if we see an inside candle, it means no decision, indecision in the market. It means we do nothing. XLU, the utilities ETF, trying to break up above and out of this massive downtrend channel. This downtrend channel started over December 2022. Since then, the XLU is in a steep downtrend. Now, last week, we got ourselves a buy signal because the XLU broke up above and closed. First time since December of 2022, it closed above this upper border of this downtrend channel. Now, let's see continuation. As long as the XLU keeps above the 63, we can start taking our long position towards the 64.70, 66.70, and then 72.70. Everything that you see and hear in my videos and on my channel in general is for educational purposes only. As I always say, it's good and it's very good to hear other people's opinions, but in the end of the day, it's other people's opinions. You need to do your own diligence. You need to keep your money safe. No one will do it for you. XLRE, the real estate sector, once again reaching the 50-60 area. If we go back to February 2020, look at this super important area. It was resistance over here, even in September 19, October 19, February 2020, resistance, support, then broke to the downside September 22, and since then, every time it reached this area, got rejected. Now, first week since December of 2021, the XLRE managing to close above this downtrend channel. Now let's see continuation above the 40.80, and then we can start taking our long position towards the 43, 46, and then towards the 41.90. Put the XLRE on your super close watch list. KRE, regional banking ETF, below downtrend channel, still inside the downtrend channel, above the yellow zone, but we got ourselves a sell signal once again because we are inside the yellow zone. It's failing to break and hold nicely above the yellow zone, failing to break above this downtrend channel. This is why the FTI gave us the sell signal, because it also helps us to manage positions. Apple, double top, validate. Now we are inside a multi-week double top scenario. If this 165 area will fail to hold, ladies and gentlemen, we will see this lower border of this uptrend channel getting retested together with the 156. Below the 156, we will see 145. And if Apple goes down to the 145, it means Apple goes down 16% from where it's now. If Apple goes down 16%, you know what it will do to the SPY. You know what it will do to the QQQ. The SPY will revisit the 476 and maybe the 463. The Qs will revisit 425 and then 408. This is how massive and this is how important this double top scenario on the weekly and the monthly on Apple. Super important for the bulls to hold the 167. This is a very important area of support. Breaking below, Apple will drag with it the rest of the market. Microsoft, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive weeks. Sideways move. Nothing much on Microsoft. We can say even since the beginning of 2024, except this first week, all the rest sideways move. 397 needs to hold the support. Otherwise, back to the yellow zone, breaking below this uptrend channel. Only a weekly close above the 420 and then 443 and all these levels to the upside. Meta with another doji. Meta is the new leader, but Meta cannot hold alone the SPY and the Qs. Meta with a doji holding strong above the 466. Otherwise, 430, the yellow zone, will get retested. Long continuation above the 423 and then 481, 616 and maybe 715 during 2024. What do you think? Where are we heading? At least till the end of Q2 of 2024 in the market. Where are we heading? Look at Nvidia. After this massive bull run previous week, last week of February, we got ourselves a doji inside candle. This week, we got ourselves a doji off a trend line. This is the most significant signal that we can have in a price action. Doji off a trend line. Every time we see a doji off a trend line, most probably we will see a trend reversal. Look at here, downside, doji, upside, doji, downside, doji, upside, and now doji. Is Nvidia ready for a pullback? Nvidia went down 5.55% during Friday, but after this massive bull run since beginning of January 2024, 100% in just 2 months. Some kind of a pullback, 750, even back to the 683 together with this lower border of this uptrend channel will be super healthy before the next leg up towards 1500. AMD also with a doji of a trend line, the most significant signal that we can have in candlestick analysis is a doji, and a doji of a trend line is massive signal that some kind of a pullback retracement is incoming. AMD 196 is the support, below it 176. Look at the 176, the yellow zone was a very tough resistance. Last week of February broke up, now might get retested before the next leg up. Amazon, same as Microsoft, basically moving sideways. As you can see, 166 is holding, 180 resistance, long continuation above the 180, and then we will see 194 and all these levels to the upside. 165 is the support, below it Amazon will retest the yellow zone as support. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, don't go anywhere. Tesla is also coming up. First, Shopify. Look at the yellow zone. This is why I always say the yellow zone is the most important area of support and resistance, according to the FTI, this magnificent tool. One click away, and this is the only tool you need on your chart to help you understand what's going on with price. Should I buy? Should I sell? Should I wait? Shopify, 3 dojis, sideways move, the 74 area, super important area of support. Look how the yellow zone, how the FTI gives us everything that we need. This yellow zone is holding strong since December 2023. Breaking down and under 68.54 together with this lower border of this uptrend channel will get retested. Breaking below it 63.55 incoming. Google with a doji after massive downtrend. Look at this downtrend. It doesn't look massive, but for Google, since beginning of 2024, Google went down. All the market went up. Google went down 11%, which means now it's time for Google to help Meta to hold the market on its shoulders. Doji of a trend line. Let's see, breaking above the 141 area, and then we can start taking long position on Google. Breaking below and 120 incoming on Google. Netflix, uptrend channel until proven otherwise. We are still above a buy signal, above the green line. Long continuation above 623 towards 690, and then all these levels to the upside. The 572, the green line, needs to hold a support. Below it 558, and then breaking below this trend line, below this uptrend channel, we will visit 518. Tesla, in my opinion, after last week, 13.5% to the downside. 13 Fibonacci number. What's holding? This area, the Fibonacci support zone. Below it, you will see all these Fibonacci levels to the downside. We can see also all the way to this magnitude, 138. You heard me right. 138, below the 175, 138 on Tesla incoming. It doesn't matter what you think about the company. It doesn't matter what you think about anything. The only thing that really matters is price action. And price action for now, ladies and gentlemen, Tesla, in my opinion, with the help of the FTI, is going 138 area. Thank you very much for joining me on this magnificent weekly market recap. If you liked, if you enjoyed, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and don't forget to hit the notification bell. More videos coming up during this weekend. Until the next video, stay safe.